Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, we are going to talk about letting go and why business owners have such a hard time delegating tasks. Check it out. If you guys like this video, don't forget, like, subscribe. It helps me out and helps share the message with others it might help as well. So first off, this is a super common problem. I had experienced this a lot before, and I still catch myself from time to time, assuming that I can't turn over a task. I'm like figuring out something new and I'm like, oh, you know what? This is actually ready to be done by somebody else. Somebody else should be doing this right now. I used to have a big fear on it. I've done seminars all over the world, and it's a very common thing that came up was like being afraid of turning it over or being concerned about that. And I really dug into this with people and found some really interesting points. So here are a couple of things that come up pretty commonly. So one thought is you can do it faster or better, which might be true. Like, you might be able to do it faster or better than one person. You can't do it faster and better than 20 who are actually trained in how to do it. You can't do it faster and better than doing your actual overall executive function and doing that function or that hat with a couple people on it. So yes, you may be able to do it faster and better yourself compared to one person, but you can't compared to an actual organization and a team. One of the other things is it takes so much time to train people. Oh man, it takes so much time. It's such a big concern. It can take time for them to understand what they really need to be doing, what's important, what's not, etc. One of the things that I found is that when I can document the training as I'm doing it with them, so if I actually take the time to write down the training while I'm doing it, it helps tremendously in their ability to refer back to it and go over and over and over again on that training so that they can actually become excellent at it. Because what I'm actually trying to do is help set up somebody else to be really good at that function. How about this one? You don't want to train competitors. You don't want to spend all this time training somebody and they go and compete with you. The reality is it can happen. So what? If somebody wants to go and compete, hey, good luck. You're going to need it because I'm on a roll. I'm cranking. I'm building something that's growing. That was my mindset with it. Could I be training somebody who goes and competes with me? Yes, I could. On the flip side, you're never going to really be able to compete if you aren't training your people. So it's kind of like one of those things we are just going to do anyways. The other side is actually more personal, which is there is an ego point. See, I really liked being the superhero. I liked being the guy who had the answers to all the questions. Problem is, I knew that about one specific area, and so I was trying not to let go of that area because I liked being the guy who was super cool and knew all the answers and all this stuff. The reality is, when it comes to really wearing your executive hat, you need to be excellent at being an executive, which means training your people, delegating to your people, getting them to do their jobs really, really well. And if that becomes your focus, you can actually build an organization that grows. And see, this actually scared me. I remember the first time this happened, I was at a point where I was working basically 20 hours a day. I was probably at 18 hours a day at that point and broke, really trying to build something, really trying to get it going. And I actually had trained up somebody to do the delivery of our services, and I trained up somebody to do sales. And I remember the first afternoon that somebody was selling and somebody was delivering, and I thought, man, what do I need to do now? What's my job? It actually freaked me out. It made me feel like I should probably jump back into the organization and dive into those areas that I knew that I was comfortable with. It was my like cozy space because I knew it. So instead, I recognized I can't jump back into that area. I need to go figure out the next opportunity, the next thing that will help our organization grow. What do I need to be doing that will unlock the next level of expansion? That's where I put my attention on, and it helped us really take it to the next level. So guys, this requires constant review. It requires constantly being on top of it because those little tasks can sneak up onto your plate and you don't see it necessarily. And then all of a sudden you feel overwhelmed and I got so much stuff going on and super overly stressed out. And it is about look and see what is that thing that's taking up a lot of time. Let's get somebody to handle that piece, carve it off, get somebody to do it, get them doing well at it. Next. And for me, I was able to work myself into a position where I was really wearing my hat, running the company, running the organization, so much better as a result. I hope this video helps. If it does, share it. Give it to somebody who you think this can help and benefit. It could be a business owner or an executive or somebody who's learning, that you think this could actually benefit. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.